I'm shining, they go blink. I might say hello, but that do not mean a thing. Yeah, shorty like Madonna, plus I know when she sing. I think I'm a wife, so I gotta.
What's up YouTube, it's your boy Trenny with another video. In this video we're gonna talk about the solo shuffle tier list and what I think are the best classes as of right now in solo shuffle. This is from my own experience, this is what I've been facing, and this is not about the lower ratings, this is about the top of the top, and these are the classes I think perform the best. Before we get into the video, I want to say more than 80% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. Please hit the subscribe button, guys, if you enjoy my content. It helps me as a content creator, and we are on the road to 20k subs. It's a dream of mine to hit that sub number, and without you guys, I cannot smash it. So please subscribe. All right, guys, so we get to the melee part of this tier list. First, I want to separate melee, casters, and healers. All right, so warrior right now is insanely strong in solo shuffle. Especially with the bleeding build, and I'm seeing warriors dominate the ladder really hard because avatar lines up with the dragon roar. So definitely I want to rate warrior on S tier because right now this class is just insane. It has so much damage, and especially in damp, when you get your avatar roar off, people just literally die in seconds. So another class that definitely belongs on the S tier is Asa Rogues. Right now Asa Rogues are crazy strong, especially with the AoE Shiv. You know, they are just completely dominating the ladder on solo shuffle. I'm like facing it almost every time in every lobby at like 3.3. So yeah, Asa Rogue really strong right now. Then I actually want to just cover the sub rogue as well. Now sub rogue is something I personally have been struggling with to have on my team as a demon hunter. However, when I face them, they can be extremely annoying. I would rate sub rogue between B and A tier, but for now I'm just putting it on A because I think they have insane amount of bursts. People choke, people overlap trinkets against a sub rogue. It's just GG, it's over, you know. So on to Frost DKs. Now this spec does not exist in solo shuffle. I never face it. I have never lost against it, and I'm not sure if it's that great at the moment. So I'm gonna put this one on C tier, and I'm going to cover the Unholy DK. I think Unholy DK is a little bit better, but it's not that great. I'm going to put this one in B tier, especially because of the nerfs. You know, they had like their Spell Ward got nerfed, some healing got nerfed. They're also super squishy. So, you know, Unholy DKs are also a very easy kill target for a lot of classes. Now, Enhancement Shaman, this class is not getting any love. And especially in solo shuffle, I'm putting this on C tier. Don't face it at all on high rating. So I'm just putting this on C. It's not that strong. It has some burst, but I just think it underperforms very much. Now, Feral Druid used to be S tier. It was completely dominating the ladder before. But after the nerfs, you know, you do feel the 20% nerf. They are way more squishy. So I'm going to put this class on A tier. They still perform very well, especially with the bite build, but I'm going to put it on A. It's not really busted or OP anymore. Now Fury Warriors is something that it can be good in solo shuffle, and I've seen it work and I've seen it flop as well. Haven't really faced a lot of them, but I would say Fury Warrior is on B tier. I don't think anyone, personally, I don't think people will play Fury Warrior over Arms Warrior because Arms Warrior just outperforms Fury really hard. Now on to Havoc Demon Hunter. This is why you guys are all here. What do I think about Havoc Demon Hunter? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I still think, and especially with the 4-set bonus, Havoc Demon Hunter is still S tier. The class is really strong. Basically your 4-set gives you 8% passively damage constantly. And yeah, this Havoc is just still good. Demon Hunter is still really strong. So I'm going to put this on top with these three. Outlaw Rogues are not as good in my opinion as Sub Rogue or Assassination Rogues. Don't see them much on high rating either. I'm gonna put them on B tier with Unholy DK Fury Warrior. Now the Reds are also very interesting because Reds were literally one-shotting pretty much everything. On like 1 minute CD, they got pretty big nerf. They used to be S tier like before when they got massive buffs. Now they are not as strong anymore. You know, you can actually survive the burst damage completely, but they are still really good. So I'm gonna put them on A tier. Survival hunters, bro, listen. This is such a sleeper because I don't think there's many survival hunters that actually play the game, except for like Big Macs. I see, you know, other like AWC players, some hunters, they play it. But I really think Survival Hunter is really fucking strong, especially because, you know, they have so many good utilities with the sacrifice. They have trap, they have so many roots, they can lock you out of the game completely. And in like solo shuffle, when it's high damp, it's gonna hurt you really hard. So I will definitely put Survival Hunter on A tier. And now Windwalkers, I do think Windwalkers are A tier as well. And the reason why is with Force Set, they are banging super fucking hard. And they have very annoying cooldowns. They have like Dampen Harm, Diffuse Magic, Karma, Fortifying Brew, 6-minute wall, or it's 4 minutes, which make them extremely hard to kill in solo shuffle. And they have really high burst. They still have really good burst. And me personally, I would never try to go for a Windwalker unless it's like some sketchy comp and it's like the best target to kill. But they're really difficult to kill, and I think they perform really well in solo shuffle. Alright guys, so now on to the casters. Now Aphly is a very tricky one because Affliction is completely bugged right now. It does way too much damage because of the Drain Life bug. It basically hits like double as much, and if people know how to utilize it, I know some warlocks like Merce, it's been an absolute nightmare to face them. It is S tier, but I'm just gonna put it on A tier because I'm pretty sure not many people know how to do it properly. So I'm just gonna put this one on A tier. Boomies right now, they got buffed. I don't really feel that they got really big buffs. Like I did start seeing more of them on the ladder around 3k, you know, so they are able to push some rating. But I don't think they were. I actually expected them to be really great. Like Demon Hunter Boom, I thought this was gonna be amazing as well. I'm just having my doubts. I haven't really played that much, but they perform quite alright, and enough to actually be put on A tier. Now Arcane Mage is, I think, the most played, yeah, if not the most played mage spec right now in solo shuffle. I face this spec all the time. They are very slippery, they have insane burst, you know, they have a lot of control. With Arcane Surge, it can be very scary. So I'm gonna put this one definitely on A tier. Now BM Hunters are straight up S tier for me. Now BM Hunters are crazy. I think they're like one of the best ranged classes right now, mainly because they have constant pressure, can never kite them, they can kite super well, and the damage is extremely high. And when dampening, it's a nightmare to face a BM Hunter. So definitely BM Hunter on S tier. Demolox are gonna go on A tier as well. They are very tanky and they can be very scary with Nether Portal. I just think a lot of people know how to kind of counter Pit Lord as well. Probably on lower rating, you'll probably like demolish the whole team. I think it's a great spec. I just don't think it's gonna be one of the best specs as of right now. Now Destrolox are also a really good spec. I think it kind of goes on par with the Demo. I would kind of put them in between A and B, but I'm just gonna put it here next to the Demolox. Destro does a lot of them. You know, if you don't go on the Destrolox, you're most likely going to die, or someone's going to die on your team. You kind of never want to leave them untouched. So definitely putting the Destrolox on A tier. Elemental Shaman is insane. Like even after the nerfs, they still get the lava big fucking lava boost procs, man. Super scary. They are squishy though, but if they do get to play with like an evoker, they can be extremely fucking like extremely tanky, and the burst is extremely scary. So definitely gonna put Elemental on S tier with the BM Hunters. Now Fire Mages are also an incredible fucking spec, and Frost Mage as well. I feel like all mage specs are really fucking strong right now, and Fire actually pumps. However, I don't think I mean, this is a fucking rough one, not gonna lie. I don't think it pumps as hard as Arcane, but it does well, because I have seen mages do really insane on Fire Mage, but I don't think as much as Arcane and Frost, because Frost is definitely A tier. It's not S tier, not A tier, not B tier. I'm very fucking confident that Frost is on par with Arcane, because this spec, like, I've seen some nasty 200k glacial spikes. They do insane amount of damage. They have 2 ice blocks. They're super tanky, and it's definitely on A tier. Now, Hunters, this spec, I think after double tap, this got completely gutted. Like, it's completely gone. I don't see it. I don't see it do that well. They all went basically BM or Survival Hunter. I just don't think has a spot right now in Solar Shuffle, like at least in high rating. Now, the Devastation Evoker for me goes on B. If you don't one-shot the whole team, you basically don't get much value. You don't, like, you can counter it. It's very, people know also now how to kind of react to it, and it's literally just your burst, and after that you're pissed. So I think Devastation Evoker is definitely on B, and Shadow Priest is on A, because this spec is still fucking good. I would say it's almost S tier, but I'm putting it on A tier because SP is just, it's insane. It's really strong. Long CC change, has fear, has swap, so much utility, and very good damage as well. Now, on to the healers, guys. So, Disc Priest has got an insane burst, and one of the greatest things you can have in Solo Shuffle is basically not healing, but damage reduction. Now, Disc Priest, they got double pain suppression and another fucking buff, so Disc Priest is super annoying to face because they can just prolong the game so long. And even in Damp, they can just give you damage reduction, you can survive. It's crazy, it's really strong. You have Dome, PS, you have Light Swap. And Disc Priest is really dominating the Solo Shuffle ladders. And I think Evoker is pretty much on par with it, because now also Preservation Evoker, they cannot be feared or interrupted on their communion. So also in Solo Shuffle, you know, they can just, I feel like they are destroying also the ladder with Disc Priest. But Holy Paladin was S tier as well, but I swear, I don't want to be too dramatic, but Holy Paladin has been hit by the bat really fucking hard. Like, they have gotten a big fucking punch in the face. So I definitely think Holy Paladin, I'm gonna put this one on C tier. I think the nerfs to the wings, the nerf to wings was really rough to their melee wings, and they're not performing as good as they were. Now, Holy Priest is also a spec that I don't really see that often at all. It's just Zen playing it, and compared to a Disc Priest, it's literally just a joke. So I'm actually putting Holy Priest on par with the Holy Paladin. I don't know. Why would you play Holy Priest if you can't play Disc Priest, right? Resto Shaman is actually really, really good. Mainly because of Earthen Totem, you know? Like, if people actually stand in Earthen Totem, trust me, man. Resto Shaman is gonna perform really well. I don't think they are as good as these two, but I still think Resto Shaman is gonna be A tier. Now, Mistweavers are not the best. Especially in Damp, I feel like they don't heal for shit. Cocoon doesn't do shit. Anytime I get a Mistweaver on my team in Solo Shuffle, or like I face one, I'm like, okay, at least, you know, if I face them, it's gonna be 3 wins, and maybe on my team, you never know what's gonna happen. But I don't feel like Mistweaver is that great right now. It is not as bad as Holy Paladin and Holy Priest, but it's not better or on the same level as Resto Shaman. And then I'm putting Resto Druid on par with Resto Shaman, because Resto Druid still does really, really well. I don't think it's as good as these two god classes, and I think Resto Druid is just on par with Resto Shaman right now. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.